side by side down the front straightaway. Pollock on the inside, taking the lead on the outside is the 69 machine of Scott Rowe. Rowe pacing the field down the backstretch as they reach turn 3. Meanwhile, Rowe all alone out in front of the field in that number 69. Scott Rowe enjoying a 1.67 second lead the last time by. Scott Rowe getting the victory in car number 69. Into turn number 1. Caleb Dumpston getting the jump to take the lead. Side-by-side battle for the second spot now. Side-by-side for the lead. Justin Watt and Michaela Dumpston still wheel to wheel as they reach turn 3. Watt to the low side, drifts high, but Samet not close enough to capitalize. Justin Watt gets the win. Michael Samet in the second spot.
But Butler is going to get the early hole shot lead as they go through turn number 1 on lap 1. Your leader still Butler, just inching away from the field slightly.
Butler now up to a 1.6 second advantage in that number 17. Con and Christie both run the cushion in turns 1 and 2. They separate down the back straightaways. The leader already exiting turn 4. Adam Butler, a convincing win here in heat race number 3. Tight battle at the front of the field.
We've got a new race leader coming out of turn 2 now. After numerous fast laps and a brave pass on the outside, Damien Abbott will win the 4th heat race of this afternoon.
So Darren Samet is your race leader.
Checkered flag waving on the leader sprint heat race. And Darren Samet gets the victory in car number 48.
Green flag is in the air.
Not a very good start for the 58 of Doug Ware. He drops back several positions now. As down the back straightaway, 57 machine, Brendan Sporgy. Rowe to the inside, trying to make the move. Bates trips high. Rowe takes over the spot, trying to come with him. Now Scott Yallop. Yallop up to the 3rd position in car number 100.
Checkered flag comes out and Sporgy will get the win.
So the green flag waves on the fender benders as they roll 4 wide for a moment down the front straightaway. Peter Chaffee, the new leader in the 28, being challenged by Pat Brotherstone in the number 1. Brotherstone takes a look to the inside, also on the move. 15 car of Ann Godfrey.
Comes out of turn 4. There is the checkered flag. A little bit of smoke towards the end. It's not going to affect him. He'll get the win from Brotherstone and Ann Gaudry.
A little bit of flame out of the car as well for Balboa. Drifts to the high side. Ferguson actually moves by. 12:06.78. Quick time for Ian Madsen. Fastest lap of the qualifying session.
Jeremy Cross goes 12.896.
And a 12.870 for Young. And into the 12s, Peter Gordon with a 12.903. His 3rd fastest so far. Joey Saldana second quick at a 12.732.
4. Blake Skipper has 2 goes in the turn then.
Checkered flag waves for the 66 car. Steve Allen gets the victory.
Can't do much down here at the moment. They both wash up to the top side of the track. Oh, he's out of shape. Now he gets a chance to take the race lead, and Johnson takes the race lead in turn 1. What Spectacular got here. It's never over till it's over. Oh, he flanks the curb. I think that might have ended his chances there. He's not going to be able to do it, and Johnson will win.
And one sideways out of turn 4. Oh! And that's a big crash.
Spinner on the exit of turn number 4 now. Race has been declared. Checkered flag is out.
So Brian Britton is your race leader. Sam Lewis back there in second spot. Brian Britton takes the win. Sam Lewis home for second. Damien Abbott home for third.
Green flag is in the air.
Good start by Roddy Balboa. He'll lead the field into turn 1. Battle for second. Oh, car sideways. Couple of cars sideways. Jason sides one of them. He manages to keep going, but he made contact with 8G. Green flag waves. E-race action underway once again. Balboa down low. Kinzer to the high side of the speedway. Ben Atkinson trying to make it work for the rear of the field up top, but he gets up over the cushion. Balboa leads the field into turn 3 and 4.
Look at Benny Atkinson on the top side. The only man up there having a go. He's made it work. He's going to pick off Frazier out of 4. No, couldn't make it stand.
Frazier and Atkinson going at it for the final transfer spot. Atkinson by, Frazier by little, and now Ben Atkinson up to 4th from the rear of the field.
Yeah, 1 and 2 seems a whole lot better on the top side than it does in 3 and 4. Atkinson gets a go run out of 4 now. Going to go to the inside of Cody Kinzer. No, decides to go back to the top side. Can he make a run down the back straight this time? Out of 2 comes Benny Atkinson. Kinzer on the bottom. Atkinson on the top side.
Atkinson rides the cushion in turn 4 around Cody Kinser. Ben Atkinson to third now. Team on the race for the lead, comes side by side into turn 1. Here comes Madsen around the outside of Balboa. Ian Madsen, your leader, now into turn 3 and goes down low to slam the door.
We see cars getting up over the top of the cushion in turn 2. 1 lap to go.
Final lap here in heat race number 1, brought to you by Global Speedway Tours. It is all Ian Madsen out in front. Now Ben Atkinson going to make a bid for second as they come for the checkered flag. Ian Madsen gets the win. The second spot at the line will go barely to Ronnie Balboa. Ben Atkinson in third, Ian fourth, Gary Brazier, and Cody Kinser holding on to that fifth and final transfer spot.
Green flag in the air.
Dyson gets the jump to take the lead. Johnston goes right to the top side and also over the top side of the Speedway, right in the 78. Gamerson back in, but has fallen to the rear of the field.
Wright got it wrong, didn't he? He's in the back of the field as they stack up in turn 4. Oh, Campbell! Oh, man. That picked up a ton of speed. He goes inside on.
Again, a good start for Dyson in the number 9. And then again, here's Johnston to the cushion now in turns 1 and 2, challenging for the lead. Max Johnston with a run, but drops over the edge of the banking. They reach turn 3.
Tux and Ferguson arguing over position 5 as they come back to the main straightaway. Challenge for the lead here. They're almost a dead heat to the finish line. In fact, it was 400ths of a second as Johnston takes the race lead. Soldana now challenging Smith for the third spot as they go to turn 3.
Off the pace, it's the 87 machine of Haley Sayers on the inside of the front straightaway, but Joey Saldana around Smith, now up to third and coming after Dyson for the second spot. Dyson continues to work low, but Joey Saldana rockets by as they make their way down the back straightaway. Johnston with the lead, running in the second spot. Joey Saldana, trouble back there. Grant Tunks and Sammy Walsh tangled up, and I believe they put bumpers back there.
Sure have.
Ferguson now moving in on Dyson. Dyson, the only driver in the top 5, committed to the low side of the Speedway. Sammy Walsh and Grant Tunks continuing their battle, but that's the race for 6. Andrew Wright with them there as well. Ferguson on the high side, a little over the cushion, but still manages to get by Dyson. And now Dyson on the bubble, and maybe in trouble now, running the low side of the Speedway into turn 1. Here comes Grant Tunks on the cushion, around for the final transfer spot.
Tunks looks good. Yep, Dyson tried to slam the door, but the checkered flag is out. Johnston wins. Soldana will get second, but still up the transfer spot.
Tunks hangs on.
We're going green.
Not a good start for Bruce White in the 96 or for Alex Orr in the 43. Young takes the transfer spot away. Veal back easy side. Bruce White sideways right in front of both of them between turn 3 and 4.
Green on the top side already. Look at Orr. Brazier is going backwards.
Brazier now shuffled out of the transfer spot. Glenn Saville on the move now in the 75. Saville challenging Orr for the transfer position.
Oh, Luke Cox still in spot in turn 4. Keeps the car going. Trevor Green on the top side. Veal on the top side. Race leader Damien Everett in the Aussie forklift repairs running around on the bottom side. Green in the Nadrad. Number 4 Maxim trying to make it work.
And Matt Young in the final transfer spot with Alex Orr right behind him. Here comes Albert right back to the inside. Takes the lead back from Trevor Green.
He's making Green work for this one. All the while, Neil is coming into this one. Great to see Glenn Saville having a good run too on the black 75.
Here's still that voice jump on the bottom out of turn 4. Tyler DeLucky off the racetrack in turn 4.
DeLucky gathering it back in. Stays under power. Meanwhile, Jamie Fields on the top side trying to move around Damian Abbott for the second spot and chase down your leader, Trevor Green. Field to the inside into turn 1.
1 to go this time by.
Here he comes.
Green enters in the middle, drifts up to the cushion. They both work their way around the slower car. Out of turn 2 for the final time down the back straightaway. Nose to tail, Trevor Green. Now Field to the inside. A big slide job coming up for the lead. Trevor Green hangs on to get the win. Field finishes in the second spot. Damian Abbott in third and fourth. Glenn Saville, and in the fifth spot, it'll be Matt Young in car number 61.
Boys, that was awesome. DeLucky, yeah.
DeLucky on fire again.
And that is a good fire. It gives the crowd a good perspective of what a sprint car looks like on fire.
Steering wheel out.
He's out of the car just as quick.
Dumsney and Marr, front row, we're green.
See much more perfect than that. two very tough races on the front row, but Dumsney will take the race lead as they come out of turn 2 for the first time. Down the back straight, Flash Gordon is up to third in this one. He's starting to have a really good run in the Speedweek series.
Gordon on the move now, challenging Marr for the second spot, and he makes the pass on him turn 4. Peter Gordon up to the second spot, but now Marr trying to come right back at him on the top. Rico Abreu in fourth, and Linton Jeffrey in the final transfer spot as they make their way toward turn 3.
Just watching Jackson Delamont and Jeremy Cross, boys. They nearly banged wheels down the back straight last time by. Cross clears Delamont now.
Abreu lost a lot of speed coming off the final turn. He's lost that position now. He's on the final transfer spot, but lines up the Vortex Products number 12 of Linton Jeffrey down in turn 4.
Jeffrey running the bottom, Rico Abreu up on the top, but not all the way on the cushion out of turn 4, and that allows Jeffrey to stay in position number 4. Now, Marr and Gordon going at it for second once again as Max Dumsney pulls away from the rest of the field. He just turned the fastest lap in this heat race. Meanwhile, Linton Jeffrey working the low side of the speedway now on the challenge Adrian Marr for the second spot, but he's got Cross right behind him. 3-car battle for the third spot into turn 1.
Jeremy Cross has been very, very fast, boys, and he's made it work. I think the noise flag's going out for a driver out there. We'll just keep an eye on this as the flag comes out. Linton Jeffrey, I think it is, that's gone out for. Linton Jeffrey has been shown the noise flag.
Closing stage of this one to go now for Max Dumsney. Gordon is still second, Jeffrey is third, Marr in fourth.
And if Linton Jeffrey has indeed been disqualified for noise, Rico Abreu is in the final transfer spot as they work their way out of 3 and 4 for the final time. All Max Dumsney here in the final sprint car heat race. He'll get the win. And a lot of water laid down on the speedway. The fender bender drivers are finding that out as they get up to speed. They're spinning all over turns 1 and 2. Looks like our fender benders have gotten gathered in a little bit better, but a little bit of contact there. 15 and the 9 getting together, and Godry in the 15 and the 9 of Derek Fisher. Oh, big crash there into turn 1. A lot of contact there.
Back underway.
8 laps is the distance in this one.
Stephen Payne working the low side of the speedway in the 77.
Upstairs though, loses some ground. She's led this one from the beginning and looks real good now. She makes the transfer from the C main into the B main for the wingless sprints. Alan Dumsney progresses. Payne gets second. 2 are going forward. Green flag.
They race into turn 1. Tranter goes to the bottom. Campbell runs the high side of the speedway. Campbell has a lead. Tranter running second. Everybody else scattered back around the speedway into 1 and 2.
Oh, Campbell very high in 1 and 2. Opens up the door for Tranter. Campbell way too far.
He would have got windburn from the speed that Tranter went past him there. Now Burke goes through as well. So in a flash, Campbell is back and out of this race.
Campbell back to the third spot now as Burke takes over the final transfer position. The white lights are flashing. This is the final lap.
Tranter, we said him before, I know it's only the C main, but he's come to grips with this racetrack. He'll make the transfer.
Campbell goes to slide job in 3 and 4. Makes it work.
Or does he?
Burke comes back on the inside and Burke gets him.
Number 3, and down to turn 3 for the first time and come back to the main straight away.
Leader out of turn 4 down to the checkered flag, getting the win. Chris Davis in car number 4. Andrew Wright jumps out to the early lead off the pace plate skipper on the front straight. Lynch goes sideways over the edge of the banking in turn 1 and the caution flag waves. For a very slow pace set by Wright as they got to the line. Rico Abreu moves into the second spot. Now James Thompson working the high side of the speedway up to challenge Avery for the second position. Meanwhile, Troy Little and Brazier going at it for the final transfer spot. Jordan Brazier down low, Troy Little up on the cushion. Andrew Wright leads lap one. Rico Avery second, Jordan Brazier third, and in fourth now James Thompson. Sides really having to hustle that car. Started 13th, needs to finish in the top four to qualify for the main event. He moved by Troy Little. Jason Sides is now up to sixth.
Yeah, Troy Little very sideways out of turn two that time. Toby Balboa puts Troy Little back a spot as well.
Rico Avery to the top in 3 and 4, gaining ground on race leader Andrew Wright with a little wide out of turn 4.
Tranter, turn one, stopped. We go yellow.
He left Avery standing. Jordan Brazier gets up on the curb. He's going to go back a ton of spots in this one.
Yeah, Jordan Brazier really did not get a good restart. Got up over the inside berm, got sideways, was lucky to save it, but has now dropped back to the 7th position.
Yeah, it's amazing watching Rico and Wright down the back straight. Wright's got some massive car speed. Then you see Rico on the top side. Wright just stuffed up 1 and 2 that little bit, and that's given Rico the race lead.
Rico Avery, now the race leader in this B-main, the Avery Vineyards number 89. Works the high side out of turn 4. Andrew Wright still in second. James Thompson third, and Jason Sides in fourth. This time by 11 laps down, 4 laps to go in the B-main. Wright is coming after the leader.
Now he's found some pace in the latter part. They're not catching the lap traffic here. Now he moves up and takes the race lead. Thompson is still in third though, and looking really racy on the bottom of the track. Well, Sides is inside the field here. They go through turn 1 for the final time. Your leader is down in turn 3. He started off pole the other night. He's going to tag onto the back of the A main tonight. Wright will win. Thompson second, Avery third.
Into turn 1 they go, 3 wide at least for the moment. A little more back in the pack, 3 wide action as well as they race down the back straightaway. Everybody jumbled up as they reach turn 3. This time by halfway home, 10 laps down, 10 laps remaining for the wingless sprint cars.
Stuff coming out of the car then, and it's red hot. You can see it on the track. On the top side, it's gone out now. Come out of one of the second or third place cars.
Set of brakes, maybe?
It could have been, yeah. We'll soon find out when he can't stop. Almost driving like they're on a paved oval here, aren't they? Looks good for this one as they come out of the final turn, and Michael Salmon will win this one just by a car length. From Scorgi, Rowe is third. They're racing well and truly before the green flag is out, but hey, it's on already. Leader gets unloaded and almost takes him out. Awesome. Now they're coming to life. The leaders, after spinning in turn 1 and 2, are still the leaders. Third place gets unloaded.
And Formula 1 doesn't have this kind of music. Oh, 29!
Oh, we felt that through the window here.
He drives away.
I guarantee he felt it a little bit more. Wow.
Never set of teeth like mine in the morning after that hit.
Oh, packed straight away.
Well done to the fender benders.
And Gaudry will be your winner after all of that with about 14 spins.
We're free.
Keep an eye on the number 9 machine of Sean Barnett.
Oh, we got one sideways and upside down, tumbling over the edge of the banking, side over side. Red flag conditions coming to stop on the side. I did not get the number.
Scotty Lewin and his boys. Scotty Lewin, car 50.
Green flag waving, leader car main event underway.
David Atwood's car does not fire a shot once again, the 78. It's as if he has to inject something into it for it to take off. He needs to do it a bit earlier. Oh, look at Jay Hall in 54.
Gee, they don't mind hauling through the turns, do they? They don't wipe off too much speed. As a 3-car goes right off the racetrack, that's McTaggart back in 9th spot. He's going a long way back now. That car looks evil.
Oh, leader over the edge of the banking. Vinskin takes command. And the leader, former leader, sideways, spinning around in turn 1. Couple of 360-degree spins, keeps it fire, but he has fallen back to the 8th position. 2 laps to go. Vinskin as he crosses the line. Martin Vinskin 2 laps away, getting a win in the leader car Main event here at the Sydney Speedway, and car up in smoke into turn 1. The caution lights go on.
Who's got what it takes to win here tonight? Cars coming from all directions here to challenge for the race lead. They stack up into turn 1, and that was always going to happen, wasn't it? That was always going to happen.
We go green.
And the leader did not get a very good start there, and that allows the 54 machine of Jay Hall to sneak into the top spot. Hall now leading the field down the back straightaway. At the bottom of turn 3 and out of turn 4, checkered flag will wave on the Lightning Sprints, and the winner will be Jay Hall with car number 54.
Night 1 of the Who's Your Tyre finale. Green flag is in the air.
Warren Ferguson will lead the field into turn 1. Gordon on the outside, to the inside, Matt Young. They'll go side by side for the second. Gordon has it down the back straightaway. 4 wide down the back stretch in the middle of the pack.
Oh, that's a hold your breath moment. Max Dumsley was rubbing his hands together on that one. Meantime, it's Warren Ferguson out in front, Peter Gordon in second. We go back to Young in third. Green is in fourth, under pressure now from Saldana, and Atkinson is also in this.
Jeremy Cross got a pig of a race car right now, boys. He was in front of Joey Saldana in 5th position. Oh, Saldana goes off the racetrack. That's exactly what Jeremy Cross did. You find Jeremy Cross back in 3rd last position. Warren Ferguson's got a very handy crew chief on his car. His brother-in-law, Dwayne Lawrence. Dwayne has spanned it for Donny shots in the States when Donny's been out here, so he knows how to get a car around this kind of racetrack.
Car looks really settled, doesn't it, as we see one of the rocket cars.
Brazier, stop, turn 2, yellow light will come on.
So how it can change in 1 week.
Max Johnston trying to get to the bottom of the speedway to get to the inside of Atkinson. Atkinson goes to the cushion now. Atkinson coming after Ferguson out of turn 2. Gets a run down the back straightaway into turn 3.
Look who's suddenly in this. You see Ian Madsen on the top of Max Dumsley. Max Johnston in the centre of the racetrack. Atkinson drops off the racetrack momentarily, but we've got a race on for 3rd position now.
Max Dumsley up to 3rd.
What Atkinson does.
Over the edge of the racetrack in turn 4. He'll gather it back in, but fall back to 4th. And now Max Dumsley in 2nd, and Ian Madsen running 3rd.
Madsen now on the 2nd around the top side of Ferguson into turn 3 and 4. Is Madsen going to take the race lead out of 4? Yes, he does. Wow! Where did he get that drive from?
He's on a different planet, isn't he?
Ian Madsen, the leader, and pulling away down the back straightaway.
Last lap. Madsen is there. I don't think Max has got anything here. They come to the final turns. Trevor Green is in this one now. As they come out of the final turns, oh, what a finish. Madsen wins. Dumsley is 2nd. Green almost pickpockets him for that 3rd spot.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the man in 1st place again here at Sydney Speedway. This is the prelim night. Your winner, Ian Madsen.